Hello, Internet, and welcome to another episode of Slaying 101 here on Game Nights. I'm your host, your keeper of monsters, your monster of ceremonies, your generally unprepared person, Savvy, at Savvy Seaworth on everything, and I'm here to run this game today. But before I do, I'm going to look at the calendar and tell you what we have coming up for the next week here on GGK. We have Slaying 101 today. So if you're here, good job. You did it. You passed the test. After this, on Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, hopefully, if our wonderful Dungeon Master Barry has his voice back, we will have a new episode of Eos at 7 p.m. Eastern Time on Tuesday. And then on Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, we have a new episode of All Myths Are True, which is the other game I run on the channel. It's Tales from the Loop. It's really fun. And then this coming weekend on Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, just like every Saturday, we will have a new episode of Saturday Night's Thunderball, which is D&D, but also sports. And it's getting really radical, so coming out with us then. And then on Sunday we will have in the same time slot as this coming Sunday, we will have a new episode of The Pursuit of the Black Kestrel, 4 p.m. Eastern Time, in which we have some changes coming your way for the second half of this mini campaign, so stay tuned for those. I'll let Sean talk about it because he's the one changing it whenever he's ready. I think that's it for our regularly scheduled stuff this week. No, I fucked up because I forgot about the one shot on Monday, but Sean's running that, so I'll let him talk about it when it's his turn to talk. Wonderful transition. I'm gonna let these fine folk around me, as soon as I figure out what order we're going in, because I never remember, tell you what they've got going on in their lives on the internet. Who's up first? GB, what's going on?
Woohoo! Graybeard at Graybeard's Tavern. Look me up under Graybeard Tavern with no S in the middle on Twitter. That'll have my very soon updated schedule. A lot of my seasons are ending, so after tonight, you won't see me streaming until Thursday this week. Thinning out. Wow. But I'll be over on Encounter Roleplay that night for at 4 p.m. Not night. 4 p.m. for Death's Curios. We're sliding into the finale. My mad scientist just got not convicted of mass murder, so that's good. And other than that, check my schedule.
Awesome. Sid.
Hi, I'm Christina Sid. You can find me on the Twitters a lot more often now at Greek Sid. Let me pull up my calendar. I'm gonna be doing that one shot on Monday. I'm excited. I can't wait. I'll let Kraken King talk about it though. And then Saturdays, I am over on Pro Stars channel. We are doing a Taldori campaign. It's lots and lots of fun. I'm gonna try not to let him kill my father because that's the thing he does. But it's going well so far. So Dad's still alive. Great. And starting on Wednesday, this coming Wednesday, in fact, I'm gonna be over on Impact RPG. We are playing. We're in Forgotten Realms. It's gonna be fun. I am playing a beautiful Kestrel, American Kestrel. Eric Colcrane. It's gonna be great. I'm very excited. She's a flyy girl. I'm happy. But yeah, come check me out there. Otherwise, just come say hi, because say hi. Okay, I'm done.
All right, Rob.
That's me. Hello, hi, I'm Rob, or Bonus Stage Rob. You can find me a couple different places on the internet. Here's one of them. Whoa. I am a part of a couple different RPG campaigns right now. On Wednesdays at twitch.tv/The Monty Hall. That is a Lost Mines of Phandelver campaign that goes live at 9 p.m. Eastern. And that's every Wednesday, where I play Tog Ironpick, a totally not a barbarian, a very well mannered and not ragey gentleman of the dwarven descent who occasionally rages and does barbarian things. Who's to say? And on Thursdays, I play Eli Briarwood, a hedgehog cleric in a Humblewood campaign that is at twitch.tv/runawayrobot_. And that's at 7 p.m. Eastern. I don't remember if I said that. Anyway, take this away from me.
All right. LB.
Hi, I'm LB Hack'em I love going after Rob. I always feel way less awkward. You can find me at a lot of places directly after this. Well, not directly. I think at 9 p.m. we start our Tomb of Annihilation game on Indoor Adventures channel, where I'm playing Rin Rin. She is a monk tabaxi. She's super cute and she'll live forever. Mondays, you can find me on Indoor Adventures channel doing our homebrew game. And then on Wednesdays, I am on Nerd Immersion's channel doing the Rod of Seven Parts with Jordan with PH and all those fun people over there. This week, Danbury with GB on Friday. And then, Black Kestrel on Sunday. So, doing things.
A busy week.
Oh yeah, and Thursday I'm streaming with my friend Lauren. We're playing Max Gentleman Sexy Business. It's sexy ladies and even sexier business, so get ready for that.
That's wonderful. Sean.
Hi, I'm Sean at the Kraken King everywhere. As it has been alluded to a couple of times now, I'm running a one-shot tomorrow. I actually did a little over 2-hour campaign or session prep thing where we're going to be playing Carbon Banner, which is a game that I wrote and I'm in the process of writing. We did a one-shot for it 8 months, a year ago. I don't remember exactly when we did it. And it was a lot of fun, and I've made a lot of tweaks since then, and so we're coming back for round 2. And so Savannah's there, Sid's there, GB's there, a couple other familiar faces. That'll be 8:30 tomorrow. Go for about 2 hours, so come check it out. And then, I'm also playing Tuesdays on EOS, and I run Saturday nights on Saturday nights or afternoons or whatever time it might be for you. And that's it.
Great. Like on almost everyone else's turn, GB started shaking his head at himself because he forgot something. He's like, oh. By the time it got to your turn, he's like, I quit. You look like you gave up. That was really funny. All right. Follow all these people on stuff and watch all their shows because they're great. But we're not doing any of that today. Today, we return to Monster of the Week and Cedar Grove, Georgia. Going to we are going to pick up whereabouts we left off, which I'm trying to pull up my notes to remember exactly where, but they're not working, so fuck it, I guess. Last time on Slaying 101, lots of shenanigans happened. You are on the hunt, chasing a demon-like creature of unknown origin because you didn't do any research at all, which is turned into this has turned into quite the mystery. Maybe because of that, or maybe because it's a demon. You're not entirely sure. But last time you encountered the creature in the form of one John Hopper, possessed Southern dad, saving him after beating him up a little bit, and keeping his daughter Maddox safe. Abby was gravely wounded, but with the help of Davian and magical backup, Travis and Wynn, you were able to heal her for the most part, and end up pretty much back where you started with Travis, a cold pit in the center of your chest and something hanging on. And yeah, we're going to pick up pretty much right where we left off. You all had just very awkwardly left Davian's house, leaving him wondering how any of you have not already been killed, and whether or not it is going to be his fault when you inevitably die because you keep hunting demons. But yeah, you all leave. You're heading back to Abby's Haven. To do what? You tell me.
Research.
Research.
Doing research. All right. How would you like to go about this?
By
Let's
researching.
consolidate. Good job. You solved my research puzzle.
Well, we did it, guys. Congratulations.
So let's consolidate what you all know so far. You tell me. What do you know? What information do you currently have?
It's a demon.
It's a demon. It's got
Mhm.
big spiky teeth.
It can possess people and dead bodies.
Mm-hmm. What
It-
did it want?
Can chill your beer real quick.
Well, it has a grudge with it didn't really say who did it. It's just generally with us.
Toward
I
a
feel
grudge.
cold inside.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
Cold
a
sensation.
it is a cold themed demon.
Cold seems to be the theme. Yes.
Which is weird because I thought hell was where demons came from, but now I feel like I need to read a book.
Abby's got a lot of those.
Well, it depends on what kind of, religious structure you're talking about. There is some religions consider the abyss and the hells two different things, where demons and devils are two different things, and they will inhabit those planes of existence.
Yeah, they got it about right.
Remember
Hell yeah.
something in what was it Dante's Inferno where it's like the lowest level is frozen? I read a book once.
Sally, do you know any? Do you have any insight as to what?
No, I did not know Dante. Okay.
No,
I get that
that's
question
not
a
what I
lot.
was talking about.
I
No.
wasn't going to ask that. He looks at Win like,
Good cover.
Do you have any insight as to what this demon would want?
Destruction, mayhem, and to fuck shit up.
Well,
But it seems to be a little more centralized than that.
is there a way we can lock them into the hells?
There's a lot of demons in video games, says Rex, looking at her phone.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure they made Dante's Inferno into a game too.
Rex
that
gives
the-
you the eye.
I'm gonna go do research on the Xbox.
Travis.
I'll help you.
I figured there would be. Usually they say like, oh, based on a true story or what. Well, wait, is it a?
If you're gonna research anything, and if you're gonna play games in the background, play Devil May Cry, because that Dante is.
I'm sorry. How do you know Devil May Cry and not Batman?
Have you seen Dante?
Yes.
Rex sends you a text. Just Travis. It just says porn.
No. I don't know if Abby's even seen porn
No, I
before.
know, and that's why it's so funny. But because Rex sends that just to Travis, like how they know.
Well, why don't we see what books we can look through and see if we can identify what kind of demon it is, and then find out like, can we banish it, kill it, trap it?
Yeah, once
Fuck
we know
it
what
if you're Abby,
type-
apparently.
What?
Nothing. I thought that's where you were going with it with Dante. I don't know.
He's just physically attractive. Let's. I'll bring out all the books I have on demons.
It's so easy to mess with her. She's great.
Right. Abby is gonna go hunting for demon books. Books about demons, not demon books.
Can
Can you
Oh,
guys imagine?
God.
can I attempt to assist by having like brought some stuff from like Davian's too, and like kind of pad out the amount of research material we have?
Sure. So I'm gonna have Abby roll to investigate a mystery.
Okay.
If she needs it, we'll see.
Could I use my dark past?
Sure.
Let's see.
Such a
I looked
casual
through my-
question.
I know. Can I just use my dark past?
Is that our best?
On a 10 plus, ask the keeper 2 questions from the list below. Oh, I roll plus weird. I just started looking at the page and I'm like, I don't know what I do for this. How does this work? All right, let's see. Oh. It's doing the same thing it did before. So that's a 10.
Okay. 10
On it.
total. So
I get to ask 2 questions.
go for it.
What black magic do I know that could help here?
Ooh. Okay. Let's us see. There are, I think, a couple of things you can do here. Because yeah, I think you can make this pull pretty easily. You've tried exercising it, sending it back a couple of times. It's not working. It's hanging on to something. So you're going to, if you're going to get rid of this thing, you're going to need something more permanent. You essentially have 2 options. You can bind it to something, some object, lock it away somewhere, or you can try to permanently banish it. Either one of these things is going to take some big magic. It is going to take, particularly the banishment is going to take some sort of either powerful magical focus or something that perhaps the creature would have been in contact with and has a connection to.
Okay. And then my other question, when I dealt with this creature or one of its kind, what did I learn? Is there, I guess my question would be, is there a way to contain it? Did we figure out how to contain it already?
If you know that a sort of a standard devil's trap is not really doing the trick. It's able to contain it for a very short amount of time, shorter than most. Again, if you wanted to do something more permanent, it's going to be pretty much the same as trying to banish it. You're going to need something important, something powerful, or something that it has some kind of connection to that you can lock it in. It's some pretty big magic either way.
Okay. So a circle will not help us in this situation. Yeah.
Not for more than a few minutes. That you've seen that in action. So.
Right. Well, I guess we have 2 choices, guys. We could either bind it to something, or we can permanently banish it to where it came from.
I vote for option 2 if we can, but how do we do that?
It's going to take a lot of magic.
Do we need to know where they came from before we do that, or is it just kind of like back from whence you came situation? Don't come back. Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
The latter.
Oh, okay, cool. Wait. Yeah, that's good. So we don't even have to know where it came from. Easy, right?
Not easy. This is going to take a lot of magic, and it's going to take a lot out of us, I think.
Well, put me in, coach. I mean, you taught me some spells, right? I can help.
Yeah, of course you can.
Well, so what else do we have to do?
Well, we have to find it.
Well, yeah.
Right.
Well, we know along with everything else, it likes hanging around this college for some reason. Anybody else ever notice that?
What?
A lot of spooky shit happens to this college.
Yeah, it's over at Hellmouth.
What? I'm sorry, what?
Abby's been watching Buffy.
Abby like has the smallest smile on her face. You're so easy to mess with, Travis.
And you don't know it, but Rex is
Touche.
like looking up history of the college, like already drawing up stuff in case, like, because they don't understand magic, and they're like, "Oh, Hellmouth, gotta be."
So I'll let you guys know this because if you're going to be doing big magic, I'm supposed to tell you what from the list it will require. So we're going to pull. You'll need to use magic as part of the ritual.
Mm-hmm.
That one sort of always, I think, is going to happen. The spell will take a long time to cast, hours or days. You need some rare and weird ingredients and supplies. For this particular thing, you're going to need something that has some kind of connection with the thing, or some sort of more powerful magical focus than I think anything, more so than anything that you currently have.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. And you'll need a lot of people to help. This is probably going to take everybody.
Okay. We're gonna need a lot of supplies. Is there any place around here that we can get these sort of things from? I mean, I don't know if Damien would even have these.
I can see what he has on hand. I'm not sure if he's got all this. I can ask around though.
Would your parents have anything?
That's what I was thinking. I might. I'll find out.
Okay.
I mean,
Hey,
this is-
Travis. What?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was just wondering if maybe you have any contacts that could get us some stuff.
Of the demon trapping persuasion.
I mean, we just need powerful artifacts.
I mean, this might sound weird, but don't we have Trav? Isn't the demon like connected or hooked to him?
I don't think we know that.
Oh, he said the whole cold thing. We didn't put those two together at all. Oop, guess not.
I don't think it's been discussed.
I don't think Travis would put that together like, oh, I'm connected to this thing.
Mhm.
I think he would just assume that it's like a residual effect of being like in the line of fire.
All right.
Yeah, you
then-
know, you
then
all know
there's
it did
no
something
way-
to him.
Yeah, then there's no
Yeah.
way Rex would know that. My bad.
I mean, I know where to find magical or potentially artifacts and whatnot if you needed me to go, I don't know, take them.
Can we just buy them?
Where are we getting these? This store of magical stuff from, Slips?
Well, I'm not saying it's magical. I'm just saying that, like, it's ancient, and I don't know, that seems to be the pattern. Like, this was used in, like, the 1800s to burn a witch, so it has the soul of a dead witch in it, sort of thing. I don't know, like urban legend shit that you see in museums.
Are you raiding my china cabinet?
Not recently, no.
Did you just
Whatever.
call them museums?
Yeah, what are they called?
Museums, not museums.
Yeah, museums. That's what I said.
Okay. Let's, I guess, divide and
But
conquer.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's how I found the thing that brought you and I together, kid. Like, I just sort of, I don't know. I didn't know there was any sort of magical mumbo jumbo to it. The skeleton key is another thing. I didn't realize it was actually magical.
Oh my gosh. The skeleton key.
What about it?
We can use that to lock her away. Or it. Them?
Oh yeah, we did that. That worked. Well, okay. Whatever was in this key or watches over it or whatever wasn't like super into me locking
Wait,
something
what?
with it.
There's something in the key?
Did I not talk about this? I really got to open up more.
You have a possessed key?
I wouldn't say possessed. I would say like a you ever play Skyrim?
Yeah.
Yeah, like Nocturnal. Like, you know, she likes the skeleton key or whatever. I assumed I was talking to Nocturnal, if I'm being perfectly honest. Or
So it-
something
but
to
it-
that effect. I
It
understand.
talked to you and it's a she?
Well, I didn't ask for her gender. I mean, we are in 2020 and that's not very accepting, Sally, and you know.
Understandable.
But
I'm
you
just fucking with you. I'm
decided to
pretty
listen-
sure yes. It's a woman's voice.
Can you talk to it now?
Yeah, like wake her up.
I mean, Travis will pull out the skeleton key.
Quick
Hello.
walks a few feet back.
Avada Kedavra.
Not
No.
funny.
Yeah,
Open
don't choke.
sesame.
Okay, why don't you actually use it on something that it can be locked? Can you? Why
Right.
don't you go lock the elevator?
Okay. Travis is gonna go lock the elevator.
Okay. What sort of lock is on the elevator?
Yeah. What does the
It's got-
elevator have a lock?
Well, no, it's got it's got one of those like pole chain, or like it's the grid pole thing that like squishes up for the outside and the inside, so you can chain it and like use a lock on it. There is a lock,
Like a padlock.
yeah, like a padlock.
Okay. You
Got
go
it.
over
Just
to
like a padlock.
the chain with the padlock on it, and you try to use the skeleton key, but it doesn't fit because it's the wrong key for the padlock.
But I would have been able to unlock it.
Unless it's a magical padlock.
Did it work?
It's too
Kitten.
it's too big. You got what about Abby's like room down here?
What about my room?
I don't know. You lock it. Can I unlock it?
Which room?
You're like,
My bedroom?
yeah. Don't you have a bedroom down here?
No, I usually just sleep on the couch. My bedroom is at the top of the elevator.
Oh, I thought you had a. What is in the room you won't let me go into?
We don't talk about that room, Travis.
But I want to. Well, let me
We
unlock
talk
that
about
one.
it now.
Yeah, let me unlock it. We can talk about it right now.
I would prefer if you didn't. It's just a normal lock, not a magical lock.
Okay, find me a magical lock then. And now I've learned that you don't magically lock that door. Kid, you got to play your hand close to your chest.
I now know that you. Oh, fuck. You know, if you go in that room, Watson's going to know.
Watson and I are very cool.
Until you cross me.
He's right behind you.
Watson's not right behind me.
How would
I didn't
you
ask
know?
for snacks.
Check
Anyway,
he's right behind me.
Do we have a magical lock lying around that we could like test this sort
Yeah,
of thing?
yeah,
Or I
there's-
can go commune with her if you insist that I like wake this whoever she may be up.
I mean, we need to know if we can lock the demon away with that.
Yeah.
Can it only unlock things, or can it lock things too?
We locked things that one time.
Okay. Then if we can use it, then that's one item down.
Easy. I still want to get into that room, but I will wait patiently.
I'm gonna go see if I can scavenge any sort of ingredients. Hey, do you have a piece of chalk and something I can draw on, like a wall or something?
Yeah. Here, she's gonna pull out from a random closet in the Haven a chalkboard and chalk.
Okay.
It's a blackboard,
Okay.
not a green board.
I take it and I draw the ruin for one of my spells, and I just say, just don't erase that. That's our escape plan if we need to get back here. Cool.
Okay. Cool.
Gotcha.
I wonder if I can come up with something. Holy water's bad for demons, right? And holy oil?
Yep.
I wonder if I can make something like some sort of projectile or something. I'm gonna go do that. You
Like
guys,
a holy hand grenade?
sure. I don't know if it'll be that explosive. I don't know how much black powder I can get my hands on in that time. It's fine. I was gonna go into her medical bay and start tinkering with things.
Times like this, I'm lucky she has a strong moral compass.
I had a thought, Slips.
Yeah.
Just in case that key, or the key, the person inside the key genie doesn't want to cooperate. Maybe we can look for something else. Does Cedar Grove have a museum of some kind?
Yeah, I mean, what GM was I assume where Abby and I met was in Cedar Grove, or at least somewhere nearby, like when we were in that museum.
Yeah. There is a museum here in Cedar Grove.
Do they have like an ancient civilization section or something?
Yeah, probably.
You can
LB,
certainly Google it.
I'm having trouble remembering. Did we determine like what exactly it was that I was trying to steal? This is like months ago, so I'm just having trouble remembering.
The thing you were trying to steal housed a creature. And Abby released it.
Yeah, the Dream Eater thing.
Yeah. So
Okay.
that was in a private collection as far as I recall.
That's right, it was a private collection.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they had other items, so
Yeah.
we could say
Okay.
they had something like that.
Well, also museum is fair game then. I just wasn't sure if like lore wise it was something specific.
Yeah. Abby just this child walking out with a shotgun. Travis, what the fuck?
Classic. It was classic. But yeah, I mean museums have shit like that all the time, Sal. Easy pickings.
You wanna go 5-finger lifting?
Yeah. What I
Rexy,
do
you wanna
best.
come along? Maybe turn off some cameras, that sort of thing.
Ooh. I was gonna go old school, but this will be real efficient now that I have like somebody
Rex
guy in the chair. Girl in the chair. I'm sorry. This is still very new to me.
and Rex was nodding, even though they're not in disguise or in hood anymore. It's just they're used to it.
It's just very new to both of us.
Yep.
All right. Leave the
in.
nerds to do the book stuff, and we go take something.
I can hear you.
So we say
Yeah?
nerds lovingly. You nerd.
Okay. So we're leaving the nerds at home. And I guess museum heist is what's happening.
I guess.
Okay.
You wanted ancient shit, I'll go find you some ancient shit.
Let's have the two of you that are staying or researching or finding things. Let's have you roll for things. So Abby's trying to make holy explosives, holy projectiles.
Yeah, something that can be used to like keep her down. Like
Okay.
I'm thinking like a holy water blast or like a holy oil ignition system.
Okay. Boy, do you have a move for making things?
I could either use I've read about this sort of thing. I have preparedness.
Let's see.
Mm,
Because I was going to, let's see. I read about this sort of thing is for act under pressure. Is that right?
yes.
Okay. Let's do that. I'm gonna have you roll to act under pressure
Okay.
for not, I guess, blowing up the med bay.
Yeah, okay. So that's sharp is +2, so that's a 10.
A 10? Okay. Yeah. You do it. You tinker around for a while, sort of testing some things out. And eventually you're able to create what essentially are like throwable they're not necessarily like grenades. It's not going to be like this like
It's like
large explosion
water
or
balloons.
anything. Yeah, but essentially what you've created are these breakable upon impact sort of round vials that contain holy water in let's say 2 of them, and then 2 of them that have holy oil in them that could then be ignited if you so chose.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Do I know, like, would I have explained to the boys and Rex, well, Sally and Rex and Travis, exactly what type of thing we would need? Like, it can't just be like a random artifact. It has to be like something like this.
I think you can explain to them that if they can find something from the culture
Mm-hmm.
that this creature sort of came from, or the same era, something like that, anything that could be used for like channeling or to sort of augment the specific spell you're trying to do to contain or banish the specific creature.
Right. And do we know that information?
Nope.
Okay.
Anybody looked?
Then I will spend the rest of my time researching that, or ask Ajax, or ask Watson to help me with that.
Okay. Yeah, you can roll to investigate a mystery.
Okie dokie. Is that sharp? Off the top of my
Yes.
head? Ballin. +2. That's a 7.
Okay. It's 1 question.
Okie dokie.
And I will tell you honestly with reasonable detail.
Okay. I guess, can I ask, like, what time is it from? Or does
Yeah.
it have to be from that list? Okay.
It doesn't have to be, no. Yeah, you sort of want to try to pinpoint
Mm-hmm.
where and when it's from.
Yeah.
You can do this to a degree. You know what the thing looks like. You sort of know what it does. You think you know what this thing is. This is most likely a very ancient creature, demon-esque creature that has come out of Hindu culture. It's called a Vitala.
Oh.
Judging from sort of what you have found, you can pin it down to that. The legends of them are very strange and very sort of all over the place. But you find a little bit of information that sort of matches up about Vitala. They can sometimes are described as spirits. Some of them essentially can be twisted into sort of demonic creatures. They generally possess corpses,
Okay.
but the ones that have bad intentions go for people.
Mm-hmm. See, when you said demon, I'm like, yeah, Christian demon. Got it. That's what we're dealing with. That's why we did zero research. All right.
There you go.
So
you can nail that down to sort of like ancient Hindu culture, which is a very large swath of, of the country.
Then Abby will send out that information. Yeah. Abby will send out that information to everyone as like, oh, this is what it is.
So you're probably looking for ancient India, maybe?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Also, Watson is baking cookies for when everyone comes back.
And
we gotta hurry.
As soon as we get that info, Rex is like looking at itemized lists of what's at the museum. Try to find out if there's something that museum. If there's something there that they can point a direction they can point these guys in, and then she'll start up on the security of the place.
Okay. You with that information, you actually pull up as you are looking through the museum, the Cedar Grove History Museum, something like that. I'll name it later. Actually, as you were sort of looking through for information about the museum and going to like get into those records, a sort of banner pops up as you're searching just for general information. The museum currently has an installation that has come to town in the last couple of weeks. The history of Hinduism.
And Rex shoves the phone forward to show, like, Trav's driving, right? I would assume. So shows Sally, and then pulls the phone back, and
Something hitched a ride. Nice.
and then Rex will send that info back to Win and Abby. That recently, in the last few weeks, this Hindu exhibit, blam, with links and whatnot.
And there's lots of stuff you can find there. Some photos, just even on the museum website, talking about some artifacts from specifically Hindu history, and then like the larger sort of part of like ancient India. Some fun things, and the centerpiece of which you can definitely find photos of in the section called "The Artifacts of Ancient India." Is this, and you can pull up a photo and sort of show Sally and Travis when he's not driving, because we're responsible adults. This large golden, not really it's a necklace, but this sort of collar style necklace that would cover kind of most of a
Torque.
chest, sure. With though a few are missing these like large round like opalescent stones set into it.
Now, not that I don't love a good heist, or a light lift, if you will. How do we know that was the only thing that hitched a ride?
I guess we don't.
Okay. Yeah, I guess just be on the lookout for other spooky shit.
Maybe we can talk to Abby and Hex about figuring out some sort of cleansing or something. Or maybe they can do this the whole room or something.
Could be. I don't know. Just makes me nervous, and I'm covering all my bases.
Fair enough. I mean, I know I can't wear it out of there, but like, can I at least wear it once we, clear it of heebie-jeebies?
Oh,
It looks really dope. I mean, just look at that. That's
Yeah, of
that's pretty
course.
dope.
Yeah. It's all you. We just need whatever the kid needs. Doesn't mean we can't pick up a couple souvenirs on our way.
I mean, it would make more sense if more than one thing disappeared. Then it's just, it's a crime of opportunity. It's not that we were
Oh, yeah,
looking for
yeah.
something
No, that's-
specific.
No, that's smart. That's smart. That makes sense. Yeah.
I
So you're
mean,
thinking like a criminal now.
we could burn the place down afterwards.
I like where your head's at. You're thinking like a criminal as well. However, that might bring more heat, pun unintended, than we were looking for.
And you feel Rexy's leg kind of start bouncing behind your seat, like, okay, whatever.
So you
Cool.
continue on to the museum, and I'll say, Rex, as you sort of look at this picture of this large collar with the stones set into it, you have seen one of those stones just recently in the last day or so, and your friend Wynn, I believe, is currently in possession of it, as it was picked up off the front walk of Maddox's home.
Text out, I guess, to everyone, but in like all caps, with the picture of the torque, and then and then a second picture of just the stones, and it's like something like, something. Win, you got this? Question. Send.
We need to get this kid a safe deposit box because that is completely insecure.
Does that mean we don't get to take anything now?
I mean, we're already almost to the museum, and I feel like maybe, I don't know, maybe something else from the exhibit might help. The kid did say we're going to need a lot of stuff. How are we supposed to know this would be the only thing that we would need?
You get a text. I think this is all we need.
I am gonna jump in.
She
I'm-
they're
I'm-
saying think, and I feel like that's not positive.
I'm gonna go ahead and jump in and say that just the one stone out of the very large artifact probably not enough.
I don't know why I feel this way, but I feel overcome with a sense of this isn't enough.
Shit, wait, we'll need more.
See?
Get
There
the
we go.
artifact. Please don't take anything else.
I can delete part of that.
Yeah,
I mean, if we didn't get it,
I didn't get
No.
it. I didn't get the text. Phones, man. Who could be?
Just go to your
just
goddamn
those dead
heist.
zones. It's a thing.
Yeah.
Right, you make it to the museum. Before we get to that, Win, what are you doing? 'Cause I want to do that all at once. Is probably gonna cover it. Oh no. Okay. I think hold please, because I think chat is saying they can't hear you.
Everyone but you.
That's right. I was still muted in OBS. They should be able to hear me now.
Hello.
I hit the unmute in the wrong place.
Oh no. Okay.
Sorry.
Say again what you're gonna do.
So I'm gonna go to Davian's to consult his mystical library on like Hindu exorcisms, if that's the thing. And try to essentially get prepared for whatever ritual we're about to be doing. Because I could do that and get a +1. I don't have to roll. The thing that might actually be interesting to do on camera is that I remember Davian last time said that Ixto was looking for me.
Mm-hmm.
Do I see any dogs outside? If I get a bowl of kibble and bring it out, like
You've
shake
been
it a
through this
bit.
with him, and you know he doesn't eat
I know.
dog food. You
Get a steak out of the freezer.
you don't you do not see any dogs
Okay.
wandering around outside Davian's house, but you go over to consult the library, and I assume just let yourself in since you've been
Yeah, I think I have a
living
key,
there.
probably.
And you hear a couple of voices coming from the living room.
Davian, I'm here. Didn't mean to bother. I'm just picking up some books.
Oh, good! Finally, come in here.
No, I'm real busy right now. I promise we can talk later. I think I have to walk through based on my understanding of the layout of this house. I think I have to walk through like the sitting area to get to the back anyway.
Yeah, you do.
I've tried to walk through as quickly as I can.
When you have a guest, and you turn, and you see a familiar sort of green-eyed, bald, tattooed
Oh.
head, Jin, sitting on the couch.
Oh, you didn't tell me it was. Hey, I was actually. What's up?
I've been looking for you.
Right. Davian told me. I was actually looking for you outside. What's going on?
Well, I'm still very much stuck here and tied to you.
Right. Actually, I was going to mention that. So, and Davian, you might want to know about this too. Definitely not a big deal. We're going to take care of it. That demon thing we were talking to you about is still a thing we're dealing with. Apparently going to do a exorcism, kind of a permanent relocation of the demon. I heard it's going to take a lot of magical power. I was going to ask Ixto if that's the sort of thing that might be good to like use that for.
It's not technically the letter of what we agreed, but
That's
could
what
be
I
done.
was worried about.
You'll channel it in the right way.
Right. Well, good. Awesome. Well, maybe that'll solve all of our problems then.
Good. Please. You're doing this today?
That's the idea. Unless we get sidetracked with something else, then it may be a couple weeks.
Please don't. My ears are starting to ring.
Right. So, yeah, I'm going to try to use this best I can so that you can go home.
It's going to take some focus on your part.
It's my middle name.
He sort of looks at Davy. Davy just like shakes his head.
What do I need to do?
You are twisting a wish. It is going to take very strong intention to do this. Focus. very hard.
Got it. Any sort of side effects I need to be ready for? Should
The usual.
okay.
Death, dismemberment, soul ripped from your body.
Right. So
Standard
usual
magical side effects.
stuff. Cool. Well, I won't lose focus. I'll turn my phone off beforehand. It was a joke. I'll focus.
Good. Like I said before, if you die, not on me.
I assume you get to go home either way.
Yes.
Good.
I am very much looking forward to it, as kind as all of your friends here have been to me.
Right. Well,
Every time you speak, my head rings.
Well, it's been nice having you around.
It is not a volume problem.
Oh, okay. All right. It's been nice having you around. Hopefully you can go home by tonight. I'm just gonna grab the books I need, Davian. That's all right.
Fine, fine.
All right.
Please be careful.
I'll do my best.
Davian sort of shakes his head. Okay,
I grab an armful of books and I book it.
great. You do. You wanted to talk to the man.
Yeah.
There he is.
Cool. Just want to
He'll
make sure.
finally get to go home.
Just want to make sure he wasn't gonna be like, "No, don't do that. You'll die," or "The world will end," or something.
could.
Like that. Yeah, I could.
He
Did you
doesn't
tell
care.
him what kind of demon it was?
I don't think so.
Would you like to have?
I'm just
You can
debating.
not. You can leave.
I'm just debating whether there would be. The only thing I can think about is if
Would
I'm
you
hunting.
have, I guess.
If I'm hunting for books in the back, is if it might make sense that as I'm looking for books and like, David, do you have anything on Vitala?
If you do that little mini interlude scene here, I think Davian, you hear sort of footsteps in the hallway, and he comes around the corner, and he's like, "Why on earth? Why would a Vitala be here?
Apparently,
And why are you trying to kill it?"
because it's trying to kill us, and apparently, it hitched a ride with a history exhibit being brought here.
Odd.
Is it?
Well, yes. I mean, Vitala, in their true form, their purest form, I suppose, it is spirits and could theoretically be attached to an object or something. But if this one's, it's attacking people, I assume it's what attacked
Mm-hmm.
young Abigail.
Mm-hmm. And Rex.
Right, the kidnapping. I'd forgotten. It would be extremely odd for it at this point in its life to still be completely tied to an object. I mean, something that it was attached to could be used to banish it, to capture it, that sort of thing. But that, if it's to this point, that's not holding it here.
What sort of thing would be holding it here then?
I mean, could be anything really. It could be unfinished business. It could be a grudge. It could have been sent. Have you
Well, I
angered any other demons lately?
I mean, yeah, but it was sort of taken care of.
Are you quite sure?
Well, now
Because
I'm
you don't
not.
sound sure.
Well, because you're bringing up some good points, and I'm sort of questioning some things now. I mean, you were there for that, I'm pretty sure. I don't. It's been a while. Yeah. So you think another demon might have sent this demon as sort of a demon hit on us?
You just seem to be targeted by a lot of demons lately, is all I'm saying. It could be nothing. It could have a grudge, unfinished business, and anything like that.
So just a coincidence that a lot of demons are making their way here.
Anything's possible,
Yeah.
but not probable.
I will discuss that with the rest of the group.
Okay. Well, have fun with your banishing.
Will do. And I go back
With your books.
with my
in
books.
tow. All right. The other three of you. Ocean's 3 over here. What are you doing?
Rexy was looking into cameras, security company, walk-in guards, all the security type stuff for the place.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna have you roll. Plus sharp.
Ready. Ooh. 7.
Okay. Let's see. I think you have a limited amount of time. You managed to, and limited equipment as well. You managed to get into some of the cameras in the museum, but not all of them. The ones in like the very interior of the museum, I think you are missing, but these exterior cameras, and then sort of through the main entranceway of the museum before you get back into any of the exhibits, you can see what is going on.
So they'll see us go in for sure.
I mean, I can turn them off, but the second they go down, it'll be, it'll be, if they have an alarm company or they have someone actually watching things, then it may be trouble. But I could also try to put it in a loop, so it appears that there's nothing there.
That sounds good. That sounds good.
Okay, once we
Yeah.
get close.
Okay, try to loop the cameras so no one can see what is going on. No, you're not really making anything. We'll just have you do. Yeah, we'll roll for sharp for that too. Continue on the hacking in train.
There it is.
That's a 10. Yeah, that's a full success. So, Rex, or from your phone, able to get into, again, that same set of cameras, the ones in the very interior of the museum, you're probably not going to be able to get to, but these exterior cameras, and sort of the main hall and the hallway sort of leading off to the different exhibits, you're able to get in and quickly sort of set the image that the camera is feeding back to the monitors on a loop. So for a few minutes at least, no one will see you coming and going.
So yeah, I got it set up that we'll have a few minutes on the outer cameras. The inner cameras, for some reason, are in an internal loop. They're not connected to the internet, so I couldn't hack them.
Gotcha. All right, Slips.
More than I've had for a while, so
What do you need from us?
Well, I kind of want Rex monitoring the situation from the car. You could be Oracle. And I feel like, Sally, you're like my Batman to my Catwoman, so...
Who's who?
Oh, you're Batman, for sure. Dark, brooding.
Just make sure.
And I'm the sexy thief.
And she's
Also
not
makes
wearing
sense.
hockey pants.
Catwoman. Also, she's not wearing hockey pants.
at that, Rex will hand Sally their paintball mask, and hand Travis a wig, like it's like a punk bob, blue hair kind of thing, that because you don't want to get caught.
Oh, good thinking. See, that's why I'm glad to have partners here.
And Rexy's nodding, but you guys can't see her because she's in the back seat.
All right. Let's do
Let's
it
do
to
this
it.
thing.
Okay. Where are you going in? Just on the front door?
I think so. If we can spend a little bit casing the joint, I mean, what are we working with in terms of, like, is there like a service entrance somewhere? Key.
Yeah, there is. So around one side of the building, kind of on a side road, there is like almost like a small loading dock with kind of a roll-up door that probably goes back somewhere into the back of the museum, with a just a regular door beside it that says like the employee entrance or something.
Okay.
Can we read a bad situation?
You certainly can.
It's
That
a
was going to
great
be our next
situation.
move.
What are you talking about?
Since you're casing the joint, that's perfect for this. So yeah, whoever would like to, it's plus sharp.
Yeah, I'm a sharp boy.
Go. I'll help.
Oh, okay. That's an
Yeah,
11.
you are. You ain't need no help.
You ain't no helping out.
So yeah, from the read a bad situation list, you can ask 3 questions,
Okie dokie.
and then
So,
there's more to it later.
yeah. All right. What is our best way in?
Probably not the front door. Yeah, if you can get in a sort of back or side entrance, the good thing is that there's probably going to be less people to see you coming and going. And I mean, this is a museum. It is not like there are not like armed guards patrolling
Yeah,
the streets
yeah.
or anything like that. But probably not walking in the front door, so that if you can get into that side entrance, that's probably your best bet.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Are there any dangers we haven't noticed?
Hmm. Are there any dangers you haven't noticed from the outside? I would say Rex has sort of taken a good look. There is like a night guard in the like the lobby area of the hotel. Rex, what you have not really seen or mentioned to Travis yet is any kind of alarm system or anything like that could potentially go off when you open the door. So Travis, a thought you would probably have is that they probably set the alarm at night.
Yeah, that makes sense. Third question. What's the best way to protect my friends?
The
Thank you,
best way to
buddy.
protect your friends.
Yeah, I changed it from victims
Is-
to
yeah.
friends.
No, I think that-
Hopefully, if that's cool.
Yeah, I think that's totally fair. There aren't really any. What you're doing?
Stealing
the
is a
crime, so
victimist crime.
You don't really want to protect the victims. You want to steal from this museum.
Yeah.
I mean, your number one best option would be to go in by yourself. If you are wanting to take Sally with you, probably the best thing to do is, as you are going in, making sure you know your escape route, and deciding whether or not you want to leave the way you came, or leave out the front doors, the emergency exit, that kind of thing. But your best bet is probably making sure Sally stays as quiet as possible, taking your time and making sure that she knows the way out, and if something goes wrong, can get there without you.
Got it. Okay.
You gotta look. What's the look?
Listen, I know how you can be. This is
How can I be? I'm not anything. I'm just me.
Loud. That's how you are. That's loud. You're
Sorry.
loud.
Sorry.
It's okay. I just mean that usually you have a very strong personality. It's one of your greatest traits. You are a pleasure to work with. However, this requires a little bit more discretion, if you will. Less banging and punching walls in, and more tippy toe, you know? You ever snuck into somewhere before?
She flies 3 feet off the ground and then comes back down again.
I'll be honest, I forgot you could do that.
Just thought.
That is
But-
useful. That is useful. Roof access? You want to pick me up?
Yeah, all right, climb on.
Rexy's already,
This is
Rex-
cool.
Rexy's already looking into roof access.
Okay. Yeah, Rex, I think as they fly up, it looks like from the general layout of the building towards the back, there is sort of one service staircase that goes up to the roof, where there are, I don't know, some important air conditioning units or something up there that they need to be able to get to, because you have to temperature control a museum, you guys. There's expensive, important historical things in there.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Boy, I just make shit up. Huh?
I mean, you're
Beautifully,
probably not
masterfully.
wrong. Yeah, you're probably not wrong.
Probably true, right? I
Yeah,
don't care.
That makes sense.
That
is
makes
my-
total sense.
This is my fantasy land, where museums have great funding and everybody takes care of the things inside them, except you criminals. So Sally, you pick
I'm
Travis
taking
up.
care of it in my own way. All right.
Sally, you pick Travis up and start to fly up towards the roof. You don't have to roll for that. You're very strong. You can do this thing. And the two of you, with Rex sort of keeping an eye on things from the car, make your way to the door on the roof that goes down into the museum. It is locked.
I mean,
So
I
you
could
can try to open it.
I could keep an eye on things here. I mean, like, I totally get you work better alone. That whole thing.
Yeah. Keep an eye on things here. If anything, any night guard or whatever. We're going non-lethal, but if the guy wakes up with a headache, it's no skin off my nose. So
Done.
just careful about.
You know how to do a standard chokehold, right?
If this is you trying to get me to take your class,
No. This is just I think everyone needs to just know this basic bit of self-defense is all. Is it,
What
so you get around their neck, and the idea is you're not choking out their airway. You're pushing down on important arteries here, and that's actually going to help them. They'll see just they'll black out. But so you're going to get them around, right, and then you're going to grip your own shoulder, and then you're going to come around with the other one, and you're going to grip your other shoulder, and then you're just going to sort of squeeze. You just squeeze, and then just after 10 to 15 seconds, they're going to go down.
huh? Neat. How long will they stay down for?
30, 45 seconds probably.
Got it. Okay.
If they
Noted.
stay down any longer, you might want to call some
Okay. Got it. Hopefully, we won't have to do that. Not looking to get blood on my hands. Not tonight.
They don't work. Oh, expression. Never mind.
Yeah, expression.
Yeah. Okay.
But, yeah. All right. Well, I will try not to choke. Try not to choke anybody. And
But just if you need to, it's just.
Yeah. It's useful. All right. Stay safe. Go team.
You fist bump.
And
Very delicately fist bump.
Rex is working on shutting down phone lines in and out of the museum.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah. Rex, I'm gonna have you roll plus sharp for that. And Travis, you're trying to get into a locked museum. I feel like we go through this every time, and I ask you, do you have a move for picking locks? And I always forget.
I do.
You do. Do
I
it.
roll plus sharp. Here I go.
Do that one.
11 again. 11 again.
Woo! This
get-
is the one where you get to pick things, right?
Yeah, I get to pick 3. I would like to get in undetected, get out undetected, and find what I'm after.
That sounds like a great 3 things to
Wee!
pick.
I'm so good at borgling.
Travis, after taking the skeleton key out and just briefly waving it over the lock, just in case nothing happens, take out a regular lockpick, and after a second, Sally, from behind you hear a click, and the door opens to a set of metal stairs going down into the museum. Rex, what did you roll? 9. Is that right? Yep, 9. I can read. Yeah, so that is a partial success. I think you can temporarily down the phones. It is, again, it's not going to last for very long. Probably a few minutes at most before they come back up.
I'm gonna hold that if they get caught. That's my,
Okay, that's the plan. Okay, great. That sounds great. So yeah, Travis, you make your way down into the museum, quietly down the stairs, and it's a nice museum. It's not a big museum. It's not that hard to find your way around. So almost silently, you do the thing. You make your way to the first floor of the museum and sort of following the banners that have been put up for this. I want to say the word exhibition. That's not the one I'm looking for, but I can't think of
exhibit.
what I'm trying to say. Exhibit. That's good. This exhibit, this installation. Looking for it, following the signs. You make your way around the corner and into a room that has been set up with sort of different sections in it, different artifacts on pedestals and in glass boxes. And there's a big banner over the section that you're looking for. It says, "The Artifacts of Ancient India." And you sort of make your way over there, and in the center of this small room where this exhibit has been set up, there is a glass case with a like a mannequin bust inside, and this large necklace from the photo. You can see it is gold, and set into it, kind of all along it, are these round, about $half sized stones, like the one that Wynn has in his pocket. There are a couple missing from it, so it's that, and then in front of it, this sort of plaque has been set up that is talking about the history of this piece, and particularly the history of the stones in it. You could skim it very quickly, but essentially it mentions that the stones set into this are moonstone. They are, legend has it, they are written and thought to have once been what is known as a Chandrakanta, which is the moonstone. In ancient India, they believed that moonstone was literally formed from the congealed rays of the moon. And it was thought the moonstone was a gift from the gods and is a stone of great power and magical channeling. They're also mentioned a lot in like Hindu literature and things like that as metaphors, and you probably fall off at that point.
Okay. And I mean, I don't suppose there's anything like, if these stones ever be removed from this necklace, cursey, scary shit.
Not in the history museum, no.
No. Museums are so much cooler in movies.
Yeah, but it seems like these were at least once part of a much bigger stone that was then chipped apart. They were sort of smoothed down and made into this piece.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah, Travis is going to is it in, did you say it was in a glass case?
Yes, so it's sort of on this mannequin bust that is sitting
Uh-huh.
up inside a glass case.
Okay. Travis is going to can he see any sort of, I don't know, I feel like these things have like sensors on the case in case it's like picked up or whatever. Any sort of alarm system that would alert the museum
Yeah.
if I broke the glass or lifted the glass or some such schemy stuff.
If you break the glass, it is going to make a lot of sounds, which would
Yeah,
be
okay.
bad.
Yeah.
You on the case itself, there is sort of there's a small lock on the front. You don't see anything sort of directly attached to the case. And knowing this is a sort of visiting exhibit,
Mhm.
there's probably not anything directly tied to the case or the
Okay.
artifacts in the room themselves.
Not too crazy. Alrighty. What else of note is in the room in terms of artifacts?
There's lots of stuff in here. There are several. There's a whole section of like pots with great fun runes and writing on the sides. There are several more pieces of jewelry that have been displayed sort of in these like long cases, sort of laid out, rings, earrings, necklaces, that kind of thing. Mostly things like that. And then on one side of the room, there are a few inches long, like jeweled and gold-plated or gold-leafed boxes, like little chests.
Mm-hmm. Travis is going to take what he came for, being the necklace.
Okay.
He would also like. How big are those pots?
They're pretty big.
Okay, not like I can pick one up and sneak out of here big.
One of them.
Okay,
They're pretty large.
gotcha. How's about those little chests? Are they like proper chest size, or are they little like jewelry box sized?
More like jewelry box size. There's a
Okay.
few, like a variety of them, but a couple of them are 5-6 inches across. They're pretty small.
The one that looks like the most expensive looking one,
Okay.
and also if it's got something in it, I don't know. He would probably, you know what? He would probably check to see if there were things in it. Can I open them?
Yeah, you can very gently sort of open them.
Yeah.
They are empty.
Ah, whack. All right, I'll take one anyway.
Okay.
The nicest looking one.
You take one sort of from the right side of the shelf. It's about 6 inches long, sort of gold leafed, and several gems kind of set into the top and the sides.
Mm-hmm.
Take it. Take this very large necklace, and
And a
you
pot too, if I can.
you can also take a pot but it is going to hinder your escape a little bit, and you're probably going to have to act under pressure to get everything out.
I would like to do this.
Okay. So
Can
you
I
go-
invoke? Can I invoke? What could go wrong? Whenever I charge into immediate danger without hedging my bets, I hold 2.
Yeah, this seems like you're not hedging your bets. Like you got in there and were like, oh man, I have to take this stuff on.
Okay, dope.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I would like to do that then.
Okay. Do you have to do anything for that, or you just do it?
I
under
just
the
do it. I
circumstances?
hold 2 if I'm being a dum-dum.
Okay. Yeah, this is pretty immediate danger.
Feels right.
So yes, you can pick up one of these sort of large clay pots
Okay.
and your box and your very large necklace, and now you're carrying too much to be able to fast travel. So you please roll to act under pressure to get all of these things out of the museum and back. Are you going back to the roof?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah.
All right. I'm acting under pressure. I'm using one of my holds to take +2 forward on an act under pressure roll.
Okay.
Here I go. Oh god, wait. Do I hit +2 or just 2? I'm gonna hit +2 and see what happens. That doesn't look right.
There's an extra plus sign that's in there.
Oh
that is
yeah,
messing it
okay.
up.
I goofed it. I rolled a 0, guys. That's dope. All right. Well, in any case, I
Like,
maxed the
basically
roll.
impossible.
So it's 11 plus 12 plus. I roll a 14.
You do roll 14, and I was gonna say, you do also have, from read a bad situation, a +1 forward when you're acting on the information that I gave you, what you're doing. So that's like 7 million.
Look at me go.
Yeah, I guess
did
you
it.
do it.
I got rewarded for stupidity.
You do this. So
Savvy.
Sally,
You're the best.
listen, you did all the work.
No, you.
I just put the museum there. You
I just created a museum out of nowhere. No big deal.
make your way.
The Savvy
Quietly.
Seaworth Cedar Grove Museum.
Thank you.
Yes.
I'm the only donor.
That's
But
when
it's a
well
lot,
funded.
I promise.
When it's well funded. See?
You quickly and quietly carrying these things make your way out, sort of press your back to the door, spin out onto the roof, catch it with your foot so you can shut the door very quietly. And Sally, you hear a click behind you as the door is shut, and Travis is standing there carrying a very large clay pot with some like runes and writing and thing on the side. The large necklace sort of slung over a shoulder, and in another hand a golden jeweled box, looking very pleased with himself.
What's up?
Is this a 3-piece set or
Yes.
just gimme,
All right,
gimme.
careful. This is hear me out. There's runes and writings and shit on this pot, and I don't understand it, but the kid will be able to figure it out, and that might help us out with this moonstone mumbo jumbo.
Can you put the stuff in the pot?
Oh my god. Travis is
Just-
going to gently put the pot down, going to take the box, place it gently in the thing, place the necklace gently in the thing, look at it, look at Sally. I'm embarrassed that I did not think of that.
This is why you bring me along. I'm just saying.
This is you're the brains.
Hey,
Yes, yeah,
I'm just saying.
absolutely.
All right, jump on and just give me, just easily, just like
Alright,
have
just-
sit with one
yep.
hand.
Yeah. Please be careful.
I got it. I'll use 2
Okay.
hands. There you go.
Okay,
Good.
all right,
2 strong
there you go.
hands. I got
Yep,
it. Yeah.
Very strong.
Okay, you fly down off the roof.
Blast off.
Rex, as the loop that you've set on the cameras expires and they go back to normal, they sort of flicker on, and you can see inside the museum the night guard sort of sitting by the desk, right where he was. I don't know, watching Netflix on his phone probably. And after another moment, you see over the top of the museum come flying down, carrying Travis and a large pot or urn of some kind. Sally, flying down, landing by the car.
Is this a hatchback?
No.
Oh shit! How are we gonna fit it in?
In the back seat. It's fine.
Rex opens the door next to them.
Shimmy it in, you know.
Set everything in the back seat of the car. Rex shuts the door. You hop in to the front seats.
I seatbelt it in, and then Rex doesn't put a seatbelt on themselves.
Rex keeping an eye over the things you have stolen from this poor museum.
Borrowed.
The only victim. The things you have borrowed from the museum, you head off back to the Haven, where you all meet. And Travis and Sally bring these things in.
We got presents.
What's up?
What did I say?
What? Okay, hear me out, kid. There was a whole exhibit about this shit and like the moonstones and what it means in Hindu culture and whatnot. And I kind of glazed over it, and I assume that see these like runes and writings and whatnot on the pot. I assume that maybe there's some pertinent information there.
Okay. Can you read Sanskrit?
No, but I figured you could.
What? When would I have learned that?
I don't know. I've seen you perform surgery on yourself. I figured you'd figure it out.
Okay. Let's not
Rex.
get sassy.
Well, you're smart as shit. I figured you could do it.
That doesn't mean I know a bunch of languages just off the top of my head.
Rex is standing there pointing at their phone, and they're not speaking, even though they could, and pointing at the Sanskrit like translations from the phone.
Okay.
Behold, the internet.
Okay. Hey, Rex, if you want to get working on that, we can figure out is Win back?
I did have a point to make about that because I did send. I don't know if you got my message, Savannah. Win probably slacked off for a little bit before coming back, knowing that he had plenty of time because he wanted to try out this teleportation spell to get back to see how that goes.
This is perfect timing. We'll do that before we take a break. No, sorry, I did not get a notification of your message, but
That's okay.
now I know what's going on. What does it look like? Do you come portaling out of the chalkboard? Do you just appear? Do you like appear in an ominous cloud of black smoke?
I
Like,
think it
what?
depends on how badly I roll.
Okay, well, let's roll for it, and then I'll tell you. Roll for teleport.
Okay.
You guys always come up with some just like whack shit to roll
Oh,
for. don't
no,
you?
that's a 13. So I think I do
Okay, you
plenty
tell me.
fine.
You tell me how cool it is, because I bet it's cool.
So, yeah, you and those in contact with you traverse the realm of thought and shadow to move great distances. In an instant, you emerge in a place you have previously marked with a ruin of shadow. So I think it is like literally like the shadows on the wall, any like little bit of light and stuff kind of coalesces, and you just see this over by the chalkboard. You just see this this big dark spot appear where the ruin was, and Wynn just comes walking out. Holding a like one of the food truck like boxes. It's got like fries and like chili on top of it. Went to get some food, and just comes walking out with that. It just like this dark, ominous tendrils of shadow clinging to him just for the last few moments.
As soon as the dark shadows come up, Sally has like a dagger in hand, and it's like, oh.
Is anyone else pointing a weapon? Wait, I want to flush out this tableau real quick. Who's got a weapon pointed at the chalkboard?
I have
Right.
a stone with that starts glowing.
Abby's ready to cast a spell. Sally, what do you have? A big knife? You have a
Yes.
dagger?
Rex is translating Sanskrit, so unless it made noise,
Rex
don't
didn't
think so.
notice.
even
Yeah.
know.
Travis.
Travis was eating a Slim Jim and held it up in defense.
Okay. That's perfect.
What about the
So-
cookies?
So
this-
when you
under my bed.
you coalesce, and oh, it's so cool. It's the coolest thing. But yeah, there's these like shadow tendrils sort of stuck kind of around him, and as they sort of pull back into the chalkboard, and the rune disappears from it. When you walk out, and in your face are a knife, and you see sort of a soft glow kind of coming from Abby as she has this crystal ready to cast a spell, and the end of a Slim Jim just kind of stuck in your face.
Almost drops the fries. He goes, whoa, 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 whoa. What the hell?
What the hell, Shock Zone? What was that? I've been waiting for an hour to make that joke.
That is what a pull.
Thank you.
So
As
good.
soon as you wrote the thing on the board, I was like, Chalk Zone. That's where my brain's going.
I just thought I'd try it out, make sure it worked.
Yeah, it worked. That was dope. How did you do that?
Magic, guys, focus, please. Cookies, energy. We have to banish a demon.
Right. Banish the demon. I got magical artifacts when you got...
I guess I do have the books under one arm and the chili fries
there
in the
we go.
other arm.
Great.
Well,
yeah.
you would have. I was trying to think of like how you would have done this. So did you you drove back from Davian's, left the books, and then teleported out to get food?
No, because I don't have a car, so I think I
forgot
took
you
a
don't have a
bus.
car
I took a
anymore.
bus out there. I got the books, and then I think I got on the bus and was like, "No, I don't want to go back yet." So I went downtown and probably just set the books on the curb while I was getting my fries.
Oh my god.
Possible.
Oh
And
my
then-
god.
And then teleported back.
And then teleported
That's
back.
wonderful.
Are all the
phenomenal.
pages still in the books? Because that's going to be
Yes.
our mystery 5 weeks from now.
Nobody wants your old ass demon books in downtown Cedar Grove, Georgia.
Damn it.
So yeah, you're all here. You eat a snack and you get all your things together. And we're gonna take a quick break right there. And when we come back, we will do some big magic. All right. Thanks for hanging out with us, everybody. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes to conclude this episode and perhaps this mystery here on Select 101. See you soon. And welcome back, Internet, to this episode 16 maybe? I don't know, of Slaying 101. We're playing Monster of the Week, and we are going to jump right back in and pick back up immediately where we left off in Abby's Haven. So, you all have things to do. How would you like to go about doing that?
Well, we need to summon the demon and then trap it in the necklace, right? Or do we want to use the necklace to send it back to hell or wherever it came from?
Send it back.
Are we 100% sure that's a one-way ticket? Can't find a way back?
I mean, it's not a science.
Davian also mentioned something when we were talking earlier, is that there's a pretty big chance that this demon was sent here by something else. Perhaps another demon.
What made him say that?
His expertise. Just that it's weird that we'd be getting so many demons in this town, and that something like this would come this way. He said something about it being linked, having a purpose, that this necklace itself, blah blah blah, wouldn't be enough to have it bind it here. So unless one of us did something a long time ago to piss this thing off, that it probably is here specifically for a job and was sent here by something else. And our other demon friend came to mind.
So you don't think this thing was just chilling in an old musty necklace? Like, this is a recent development?
Yeah.
Well, it could have been, and they activated it because,
The stones are missing, right?
yeah. Wait. But why would they target that family?
I don't know. I mean, she was already dead. Maybe they just used that as an opportunity
ride.
to, yeah.
Okay.
We see in Rexy's head, and the PowerPoint presentation, the .io thing that they do with red string and red lines and pictures and whatnot. We see that going, and I would like to use one of my connect the dot points.
Okay.
To ask, is this connected to a previous mystery we have investigated?
Ooh.
It is.
Ooh.
Do I have to tell you how?
It technically doesn't say that, but that otherwise, it seems like a dumb question.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yes.
say it seems like it'd be a big dick move of me to just be like, yeah, yep.
That's
Bye.
Flip the table.
If this is like a years-long campaign, and it's just like, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not
one
gonna
of the
tell you which
25 of them.
25, yeah.
Roll a perception check.
Yep. History check.
I'll tell you how you got to that. You had briefly perused the museum's website before, and you, I think, distinctly remember thinking about it and kind of rolling back through your head. Remember one of the photos. There were some photos on the website of sort of the first day of the installation. There is a photo, and I think you sort of pull your phone out and kind of frantically start going back through the website, flipping. And in one of the photos is a familiar face. There is sort of standing in front of the big banner that is advertising this part of the exhibit. You see a couple of people, like the director of the museum, and a couple of the donors, who are taking a picture with the person who funded the exhibit coming to Cedar Grove, and thanking her because, small town, small museum, and it's such an honor to have had that happen in different attire than you saw them in before. Sort of this black suit jacket and pants, sort of nicely fitted, long red hair, tall boots, a familiar demon.
All right.
The
I
face
guess,
of Angula looking back at you.
so as we're going through that, and Rexy's, doing the Sanskrit, the flashes, and it kind of, like I said, does like a Game of Thrones kind of thing. It turns the PowerPoint flat, and then they're kind of zooming down red lines on it, and then it starts to click, and then all of a sudden, like you said, they start hunting on their phone, and then they frantically send the picture to everyone, and like, I did the math, and all of a sudden on all of your phones comes up the photo from the museum with the red-haired Angula demon, and Rexy's pointing at their phone after they exclaim they did the math.
Oh, okay. Well, good job. No,
Sally lets out a stream of not any language you've ever heard before. It's guttural. It's scary.
Travis meekly holds up a Slim Jim for her.
I'm sorry, Rex. That was a very good job. I don't have a good, excited face.
And they do the double thumbs up kind of thing. Again, forgetting to talk.
All right. Well, let's summon this demon at the warehouse because we're not summoning it here.
Yeah. What are the chances we... I don't know. You don't think Angula would have informed the demon what their mission, what I don't know, like how much is this thing gonna know? Like, should we interrogate it before we just banish it? Should we trap it?
Well, it could be being used. Like the djinn. It can't not do this.
No.
I mean, I don't know how long we can hold it for. I guess that's the biggest issue.
Oh, well.
Was that binding spell that you were talking about? Is that permanent or is that sort of a temporary?
The binding spell would make it permanent, but it's not like the demon would be out. The demon would literally become a part of that necklace.
Could we still communicate with it afterwards?
I don't know.
Maybe.
We can do that, and then we can ask for information, threatening to drop it to the bottom of the ocean or something if it doesn't cooperate. Gives a little more leverage, I think.
Okay.
It's just a tool. We can do whatever the hell you want with it. After that, we take care of her.
It might know where she is.
Sure. We just have to set up the ritual differently.
Whatever you need, kid.
I just don't understand why she's so mad at us. I mean, if we had an agreement and then I didn't do anything, I promise.
We did, remember?
What?
We gave her the book, but it was cleansed. She can't use it.
Oh shit! No, that's right.
We did fuck over a demon. I'm
That's
sorry.
right. I forgot
Well, we
about that
did.
entirely. Yeah. Okay. No, we're gonna have to kill her, aren't we?
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
I mean, she broke her end of the bargain at this point. I guess it is null and void, so yeah, let's fucking kill her.
All right, demon slaying. Look at us go.
So, this is worse than Christmas with my parents. She leans over to Travis.
Sally just angrily eating Slim Jims.
Yeah.
So you're going to the warehouse?
Yeah.
It's where we're
Best
gonna fight
purchase I've
it.
ever made.
It's where we're gonna fight everything in this campaign.
Yeah, eventually somebody's gonna get wise to the warehouse, but it hasn't happened yet.
Yo, you
But
hear
it
about
is
the
not
warehouse
this day.
over there? Just don't go to it.
Demon Fight Club.
Weird stuff, man.
There's just one homeless dude that's like in the corner, like hiding when we get there, and then he's just like, "No, fuck that place." Bye.
You can kill anything you want in this town. You just can't go to that warehouse. Charlie went in there last week, didn't come out.
He becomes the flake in the next campaign.
There you go.
I've seen
all
shit in the
connected.
warehouse, man.
It's the big number 13 painted on the side of it. All right. So, you all pile up in the car. You could all probably squeeze in there. Necklace in tow, and
No, I'm wearing that shit.
you're okay.
Straight up wearing it.
Sally is wearing the ancient, priceless demon artifact.
I think it's a good look.
Should
Yeah.
we put this back in there? Or
Brings out your eyes.
Oh,
Well,
thanks.
It's a little bit much for the outfit. I mean, it looks great on you.
Thanks. I don't know. I might have a backless dress to go really well with.
We're not keeping it, right? I mean,
I mean,
Not forever.
if we are, we're not putting a demon in it.
all right. Come on, guys. Yay! Oh my gosh.
Oh, a
I found
cat.
out today.
Circle of life.
Fun fact, sidetrack. Orange cats are 4 times more likely to be male than female. Fun fact.
I have a ginger bully. Sorry, that one was trying to turn my computer tower off, so good to go.
Mom.
Sorry, buddy. So
We go to the warehouse.
with
the
everything
warehouse.
in tow, you pull up to the handy dandy warehouse, and excuse me, set out to perform this ritual. So, order of operations. What would you like to do? We've got your list of things you have to do. You've done most of them. The using magic is going to be the initial summoning of the thing, and then probably a follow-up roll with help to do what you want it to do. Do you want to bind it? Do you want to banish it?
We want to bind it.
Okay, I'm going to
Please.
bind it to the necklace. All right, so a little spooky music. Let's what we got in here. Okay, so you set about setting up this ritual with the this large moonstone necklace at the center. Abby and Wynn probably drawing out the runes and the circles and making sure that everything is in its place, setting up some crystals sort of along the outside, and getting ready to cast the spell. You need to put the necklace in the center of the circle. Does Sally go with it?
Thank you.
It's nice while it lasted.
All right, so you set it in the center of the circle. Boy, you're just taking out my whole desk, huh? I'm being invaded by cats. So you set the necklace in the center of the circle and begin to prepare to cast the spell. So first, the summoning. I'm going to have somebody roll to use magic.
Wait, don't we want to start the spell first? Because that's going to take like hours/days. And we can't hold it for that long.
Sure. That would be probably the smart way to do it.
Almost got us.
Yeah, you almost got it.
So you begin to set the binding ritual in place. So I have somebody roll to use magic for that.
So do two different people need to do these roles? Like one person needs to do
Yeah, essentially.
Okay.
What?
Which one does... I'll do one of them.
Do the big one. Yeah.
The binding?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I guess if that goes bad, then we're kind of screwed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm gonna have you roll to use magic.
Okay.
Queen.
Jeez. It's technically a 14. Oh, wait, I have a...
Did you
Yeah.
max that? Did you advance?
No, well, it's a 14 because I the last roll I had was a use magic roll. So I have a bonus on it. No, my weird's as high as it can get for this game.
Did you advance your use magic move?
I have, yes. Yes. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I didn't understand what you're saying. Yeah, I have advanced it.
So on a 12 plus, you are infused with magical power. Again.
Oh no.
What you wanted to do happens, and the keeper will offer you some extra benefit on top of that.
Okay. What's my benefit, Keeper?
Some extra benefits. I don't know. What do you guys want?
Plus,
let's look at-
going forward
so-
on the next one.
I was thinking that
Could be.
if I'm doing
So
the binding,
I was looking at the effect that you're doing. So what you guys choose your effect. So what you guys are doing is summoning a monster into the world,
yeah.
essentially.
Well, I'm doing the trapping part.
You're doing the trapping part. That's right.
Yeah, the binding. Yeah.
So Travis, so Travis specific monster is what you want.
I guess
Um,
because can I make a request for the extra benefit? Because we weren't sure if the binding was going to allow us to actually like communicate with this creature after it's been bound to the necklace. Can I ensure that this is done in a way where we can, once we have it bound, we can communicate with it freely?
certainly.
Okay, without
That
risking
seems-
like it escaping or anything.
Yeah. So without having to open a door, you leave a doorway open for communication only. And yeah, you sort of set about setting up and starting to perform the binding ritual itself. This is going to take you probably most of the night to do.
Yikes. I assume I
for the
didn't have
rest
to
of
tap into that power that Ixta, that I still have that. I don't know when that's going to come into effect, but I'm focusing as much as I can.
Are you planning on using it?
If I have to, I guess if it comes down to that, if things start going bad.
Okay. Noted. Yeah, so Wynn sort of sets about setting up this ritual and performing all but the last bit, which will physically trap the Vitala in the necklace. I think over time you all see this soft glow start to come from the crystals that you have all set up, and then the runes themselves, and then eventually the moonstones one by one in the that are set into the necklace start to glow just softly, and then a little bit brighter and a little bit brighter over time, over the course of several hours.
Can we do something during the several hours?
Mm-hmm.
Sally wants to grab Rexy real quick. All right, so walk me through this. What is this plan? Why are you turning yourself in? What the fuck? What the fuck?
Oh, I'm tired of hiding and running. I think I can. Back in the 80s, a lot of the hackers used to make deals with the government. And I think I can make a deal with these guys and get us some benefits out of it. Be able to draw from their resources on what we're doing, because obviously they're going to need us to stop shit like this.
I mean, I don't really give a shit about any of that. It's just, is it just done after that? Like, can you
I think
like
so.
be normal?
I think so. I put it in motion already, and it looks a little okay. You know me. I wouldn't go in without layers.
True.
If it goes sideways, I'll disappear again.
Means we got to relocate.
Well, I mean, not you. I mean,
Shut up! You're not going anywhere without me. You're stuck.
okay, it's cool. I think I can make it happen though. Like I
All
said,
right, just.
and we can maybe use them.
I mean, having something on the inside might be beneficial. Just-
We cool?
Yeah, we're cool. Just keep me posted. I don't have to beat up any men in black.
And Rex gives you a hug.
Yeah.
And then she goes back to staying way far away from the magic, like usual, and just taking care of business like she normally does.
During that, I think Abby gets a text message and looks at her phone and like it looks a little sad, like kind of puts the phone in her pocket and like then she starts getting mad about something that's in her head. And I think Travis, you would notice this.
Boy troubles.
What? No, my parents are gonna be out of town for Christmas again.
That's good, right?
Yeah. No, I mean they're in England right now, so
High tea with the queen.
I don't think so. I think my dad's just at his alma mater doing some sort of, brunch thing with the people there. So I guess it's just you, me, and Watson. If you don't have anything to do for Christmas.
Oh man, I was going to go see all the friends and family that I have. I wasn't going to do anything, kid.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe we can have a big celebration. Like, I don't know. Get out all the decorations and hang them, and haven't done that in a long time.
Sure. You get a tree down here, it'll be nice. And nice
Yeah.
and festive while we're killing monsters and slaying demons.
I meant at the house.
Oh.
If you want to come up to the house and if you promise not to take anything.
Scout's honor.
She double checks that he's not crossing his fingers behind his back.
He's doing, oh god, I used to know this. He's doing this. Oh god. Okay, my thumb's doing a weird thing, but he's doing the Boy Scout thing.
Uh-huh.
That there we
Are
go.
his fingers crossed behind his back?
He does this. With the thumb.
Okay.
3 is the Girl Scout thing.
Oh, is it? Steven, you're an Eagle Scout. Help.
I know, I was a Girl Scout.
Yeah.
Cool.
Travis does the Girl Scout thing by accident.
It's adorable.
Yeah.
Abby doesn't know the difference, so solid.
Nice. Yeah, sure. I mean, like I said, it's not like we got anything better to do, huh? Gotta get some presents, get a tree. You got decorations up there?
Oh yeah. We used to have balls.
Oh, like the dancing kind.
Yeah, like a gala.
Okay. I'm sorry.
It's fine. And maybe if you want, we can get an actual turkey or something.
Ooh, yeah, that'd be cool.
Invite
We
the
could
staff.
we could do a whole meal, staff. What,
Yeah.
like get cooks and shit.
Well, no, we already have cooks. And
No,
butlers and
we're
stuff.
making it ourselves. Fuck that.
oh, well, I was saying we invite them.
Oh
The
yeah,
event.
absolutely.
If
The
they-
more the merrier, right?
Yeah. I know Watson will come.
Oh, that's what you pay for, isn't it?
Yeah. I haven't really paid Watson in a long time. I mean, he's basically a member of the family at this point. I mean, he has access to all the accounts, so if he needs anything, he'll just use that.
Hmm. But yeah, let's do that.
Cool. And we'll see if anybody in the group needs that too.
Sure.
Cool.
Got a good heart, kid. They make Hallmark Christmas movies about you.
I think it'd be very boring.
Disagree. He
You
goes
being-
and walks off to do something else.
Abby's weirded out that Travis was so nice to her.
Okay.
Not
Whatever,
really.
man.
Well, not really.
Anything else? Okay, so a few hours pass, and when you have everything set up, the sort of opening of the necklace and the setting of the binding is complete, leaving just a little spot open to be able to communicate with this creature, and you've done as much as you can successfully without actually putting the thing in there. So I'm ready to move on.
Just gives a thumbs up as means focused on keeping that open.
Okay, let's do this. Travis, you want to stand by in case I need help?
Oh yeah, I'm ready to magic.
Okay. I am going to attempt to summon this person.
Okay, roll to use magic.
Okie dokie. That's a 7. Oh no.
Okay.
No, it's not. That's, I don't know why. Now it's doing it properly. That's a 5.
It's nice
Okay.
knowing you all.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That is a failure.
Good
experience.
Oh yeah, that's
Mark
right.
that XP. On a miss, you lose control of the magic. So Abby steps up nearby Wynn and begins to complete the summoning portion of the spell. And I think almost immediately as she speaks the words, both of you realize that something's not right. There is, from in front of Abby, this like where the crystals are set up, this sort of burst of light and energy, and a crashing sound as a cat walks through the room. There is a sort of burst of light, and the glyphs on the floor start to light up in different places, as if they start to like flash like faster and faster, and you all from the floor sort of near where the runes have been drawn out start to hear voices. You hear sort of whispering at first, and then they start to get louder and louder in different languages, things you can't understand, sort of talking over each other, as the entire circle starts to glow. And Wynn and Abby, where you are kind of underneath your feet, the ground starts to shake.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
What did you do?
I don't know. This never happened before.
I need to know whether I need to let go of this, because that took a while, and what do we do?
Do I know what to do in this situation? Is this a like bail situation?
I think that's up to you. Underneath the two of you, where the ground is starting to shake, I think, yeah, you can see this. You've astrally projected before, Wynn, and Abby, you cast the spell. So the rest of you, I think, can hear and sort of see this like this shaking and a couple of the crystals like falling over, sort of right around the circle. And on the ground, sort of outside of this circle that they've created, these small sort of like cracks in the concrete start to form. Wynn and Abby, from where you are sort of underneath your feet, this like burst of magic in front of you, just briefly, as this sort of flashing lights are happening in front of you, you can see the concrete almost go like translucent, almost transparent. And you start to see where these voices are coming from, sort of hands pressing up against the ground, and the occasional sort of face, and these like twisted kind of demonic features, as if many things are trying to push their way through.
Yes, break it, break it, break it. She
I'm gonna-
knocks over some of the candles.
I say, hold on. And I want to try to use the magic that Ixto gave me to try to maybe stabilize this and fix what Abby fucked up.
Okay.
I don't
With
know what
that
I have
XP,
to
you're
do.
fine.
Yeah.
I want you to do two things. I want you to roll to act under pressure.
I don't like that. I do get a +1 on this, which is good
Mhm.
because my cool's is 0. I can't read what that is. That's a 9.
It's a
9.
9. So that's a partial success. A 10 would be a full success, so I'm trying to justify how anyone would help you do this.
Mega taser.
You taser.
You
I assume
tase
not
Win,
me.
And
Win.
Maybe Travis could help him.
Yeah, I mean, is there a way that I can
Backup
assist
magic?
in the stabilization effort?
you said you were there to try to help channel the magic. So
Yeah.
if you want to put yourself on the line,
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
this one might hurt.
It's gonna be great.
All right, roll to help. What's that one? Plus cool.
The coolest. That's so fun.
Yeah, there's no-
Guys.
Okay, well, you
Guys.
don't help. You don't do anything bad to win, but you do expose yourself to trouble or danger without helping. So Travis, eagerly, I think, jumping in to try to help channel. I think in a misguided moment and sort of not having a full grasp on what is going on here. I think Travis jumps in and does, as he's done before, sort of lend some of his own energy to the ritual. And as this happens, when two of the crystals next to you, where Travis has sort of stepped up, burst, and these kind of like shards of like sharp rock and glass go flying. And Travis, that cold pit in your chest and sort of in your gut starts to expand. You are going to take 2 harm. Ignore armor.
I would like to spend my second hold from way back earlier in the session
Mhm.
to reduce someone's harm suffered by.
Okay, so you want to
Wait,
take
am
one
I? Does it look like I am taking all the harm, or are Abby and Win afflicted by my fuck uppery?
Right now it's just you.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Okay, so just the one.
Travis. Not helping.
I listen. This is like, you guys are the experts.
As he says this, you all can see Travis's face start to go sort of pale again. I also want you to mark unstable
Whee!
as you just feel something sort of like grip on. It feels like something is just holding on to like your sternum. When
Yeah, what's the second thing I
Boyd-
need to do?
well, I'm gonna
Well,
give
what's
you
the
a
downside of
worse
the
outcome, hard
yeah.
choice, or price to pay. So you were acting under pressure for the magic roll I'm about to have you make, to let this thing loose. Go ahead and roll to use magic,
Okay.
so I know what I'm dealing with.
12.
Okay, so
With
that is a success.
advance, some extra thing, blah blah blah.
Yeah, extra stuff. You can let loose the magic of the wish. You can contain what Abby has done, and because you advance the move and you're just so good at magic, you can control it enough to essentially reverse what Abby has done and sort of set yourselves back to where you started. You can shut this down without completely losing the spell, and you can try the summoning again. If you do, you are going into apotheosis.
Okay. And the
Or-
other option?
The other option is you can channel enough of this magic to shut it down. It's going to destroy the work that you have put in up to this point, and you're putting your artifact in danger if you do that.
If I do the first option, we're gonna have to try to resummon the...
You're going to have to try to resummon it, but the sort of binding ritual and everything you've done
Okay.
up to this point will remain intact, and there is no sort of danger to
Okay.
that or the necklace that you've used as the focus.
Yeah, let's hypothesize.
Okay.
Because I think Wynn wants this to work, wants to make it work, and had to sit here for like 5 hours already.
Okay. So you all sort from where you are, you all see Wynn's eyes, and from where he is sitting, this symbol on the back of his hand start to glow, this kind of golden color, and from the sort of like right in the center of his chest, this just bead of light starts to glow, and kind of snake itself out and split off into lots of little beads of light that are sort of spider webbing around the area into almost like a dome over what you have created. And as it sort of locks on the other side, when you just feel this like pulse of energy, and then this almost this feeling as if like a release, like something like had a hold on you, and then it has released itself as you kind of let this wish that you have been holding on to for so long go. The dome sort of snakes around and interlocks around you and around Abby, and around Travis, because he was right there, and the whole room, those of you that are on the outside even start to feel it starts to shake for just a second, and then it settles, and the voices stop, and the whispering sort of dies down and stops, and you all see, especially those of you that are sort of right there, it is almost like within the bubble, time is going back. You're fine. The three of you that are in there are unaffected, but you see like the shaking stop, and then the fissures in the concrete sort of close themselves up, and the crystals set themselves back up. The two that were broken sort of snake back together and reform and set up, and then the dome kind of pulses once, and then settles, and everything is sort of back to the way it was before.
All
What
right.
the shit was that?
How did you do that?
It really does not matter. Can we do that again and not fuck it up this time?
All right,
Yeah.
listen. First of all,
Travis,
what the fuck?
just... Can we just do this again? I want to get this over with, like yesterday. Literally.
Can
All
we?
right, asshole. Act like
Can
you
we
never
tell he's?
spell before. Fine, we'll do it again with gusto this time. What do I need to do? My hands are ready. My magic's ready.
Can we tell something's up with him?
You guys
Like,
have
does he
seen
look the
this.
same?
You guys have seen this once before.
Travis, here, let me show you how to do it.
Yeah,
And Abby's
great.
gonna walk. Abby's gonna like her parents are arguing, and she doesn't, or her friends' parents are arguing, and she doesn't know what to do, and she's like, she will walk him through how to summon this demon.
Thanks, kid.
You're welcome.
So I was gonna walk like right behind Rexy and be like, I need you to train that on Hex.
Okay.
Just in case.
Vigorous nodding.
You ready, Travis?
Sally's gonna stand just like 6 feet behind Hex there. So
And and Rexy does that sort of shadowy, quiet, sneaky thing they do.
Okay,
Gets
Rex
to
sort
a
of
firing position.
slinks off into the shadows so as to be unseen. Sally and the wings at the ready. I am going to have one of you, Travis or Abby, roll to use magic to
You
try
get
to
a-
summon the creature.
You get a +1 if you roll via me because of my often right. If I have a +1 to my weird, so do you have anything in weird?
No, my last level up, I made it not a -1 anymore, and it's a 0 now.
So either one of us rolling is going to be the same thing. What is help? Sharp?
Cool.
Cool. I have a +1 in cool.
Me as well, also too.
Okay, so it doesn't
It
matter.
literally doesn't
yeah.
matter.
Anyway,
who
This
does
is
what.
all
All right.
narrative.
Yeah.
Go for it, Travis.
Wee.
Okay, roll to use magic.
I am nervous.
That's an 8.
Okay, that's a partial success. So it works imperfectly. So you have your effect, which is to summon a monster into the world. But you have a glitch, which you get to pick off the list of glitches, and I'll tell you how it do.
I'll take 1 harm.
Okay. So Travis sort of stepping up to the plate. You, with Abby's help, perform this summoning ritual almost perfectly. But you are summoning something that has a not super friendly hold on you. So I think as this happens, you all can see again, like the colors are starting to drain out of Travis's face a little bit as he is like focusing probably harder than he's ever focused on anything in his life. So you can see with the veins in his neck sticking out. And Travis, as you reach sort of the end of the summoning, you can feel just right in the center of your chest this cold, so cold that it almost feels like it's burning. And as you let the spell loose, the stones start to glow up out of the necklace again, with wind sort of concentrating on holding everything in place. And as you do, this sort of blue light emanates from the stones on the necklace and the circle around, but you just feel this like piercing in your chest in that same moment. So you are going to take another harm. That one ignores armor.
What are
Wait,
you at?
in addition to the 1 harm that I just took? Like the one that I got as a glitch, I now have another harm.
No,
Oh, okay.
Just
This
the
is
one.
the glitch harm?
this is the glitch harm.
Oh, okay. I was like, I mark another?
Sorry.
What are you at now?
Don't worry about it, man. Don't even trip, dog.
He's at unstable, but nobody
2
knows
harm
that.
and unstable.
Wynn just
Okay, you
mutters
got 8.
under his breath as the feeling the spell kind of working. Just goes close enough.
Oh, keep talking, big man. Keep fucking talking.
Hey, he's got to focus, Travis.
Oh
fine.
yeah, he's got to focus. Yep. He's
Travis,
the only one
please.
that's got to focus.
Not himself? Just saying.
Travis lets the spell off. You can see sort of lifting up out of the circle that you have created this light blue mist that you've seen before. And it slowly starts to kind of coalesce in the center. What do you do?
Find that bitch.
Yeah, I guess. Shut. Zip it, lock it,
Put it in your pocket.
put it in my pocket.
Unceremoniously.
With
When-
gusto.
With gusto, you rolled enough today. You
Can I-
passed your level off. Can you let?
Can I hurt it just a little bit as I do it, though? Like, can I make the process uncomfortable for it? Because this thing has really irritated all of us for the past couple days and kidnapped Rex and is hurting people. And
And you
don't.
have all the temptations now?
Yeah, and one of them is specifically to like hurt things with my magic. So yeah, vengeance. Use magic to inflict disproportionate retribution on someone who wronged you. I don't know if this is disproportionate, but you know, if I can.
Roll plus weird.
Okay. $11.
Okay, you don't get any fancy extra effects, but yeah, I think as it is, it's coming up in the center, and coalescing, and then sort of starts to coalesce as Wynn finishes the binding spell around the Moonstone necklace. You can see it slowly being pulled into these gems, and just from when I you know what you're doing, and I think you can sort of feel it happening and working with the rest of you. I think as this is happening, just hear this soft, almost like it's very far away, screaming as it sort of enters the gems. And then there is one last sort of glow from the moonstones as the mist dissipates, and then it stops.
Whoops.
I'm gonna take a look at Sally. Does Sally seem concerned by his behavior?
She's standing like 2 feet
Yep.
behind with a sword in her hand.
Right?
Like just kind of leaning on it, like just
Stare down, just like watching for any false movement.
Cool. This situation has been handled, yes? Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, cool. I have rolled for an item that I would like to have on me.
Okay.
I rolled an 11, which means I have it on me.
Okay.
So, Abby's going to walk up to Wynn and, are you okay?
Yeah, fine. Why?
Like, because you were acting kind of mustache twirly villain there.
No, I'm just ready to have this done with. So let's interrogate the thing, find the demon, and kill her brutally.
Leans over, looks
step closer.
Is that not the plan right now?
Yeah, just you just use a lot of magic and stuff, so I just want to make sure you're okay.
Well, that's kind of my thing. That's why I'm here.
The kid is just concerned for your well-being, which makes a grand total of one of us right now because you're being a prick. All right?
Did you see me like reverse time to fix up your mistake?
Yeah, wow. Big dick play there. Congratulations. Do you see me killing myself trying to keep up with you, man? I'm trying to do my part too.
All right.
If you don't want my help, don't take my help.
Okay, all right. I messed up. Okay, that was my fault. And
And nobody's blaming you, kid. Jesus Christ.
yeah, no, I'm just saying. Let's move on, okay? Let's deal with this so we can deal with that so we can go home, okay?
All right. I just don't want Mr. Hex over here to blow up the lab this time instead of a car. I can't be the only one that's concerned about that.
Who wants to talk to a demon?
I think,
Yeah.
I think I'd ignore what Travis is saying, and I walk over and I just like tap on the necklace and just say, knock, knock.
You see in front of you the moonstones sort of light up just a bit with this like faint blue glow.
Where's your boss?
You hear this sort of whispering, I think, coming from it in this sort of low voice, just saying, I have none.
No, that's not true.
Can we all hear this?
Yeah.
Is it a lie?
Nope.
Hmm.
It doesn't have a boss.
From the shadows somewhere, you hear Rexy say, "Truth."
Who
Isn't
sent
it
you after
Business
us?
partner then?
I have many friends.
Look, you're gonna be stuck in there for ever, and you can either be, I don't know, able to see the world or stuck in a box at the bottom of the ocean. So, do you know who Angola is?
I am gonna have you roll to.
Intimidate?
I'm gonna say manipulate someone. This normally doesn't work on monsters, but I think this is a specific circumstance.
Plus
With a
charm.
sentient creature.
I got it.
That might be the
That's actually a
lowest
2.
roll I have ever seen in this game.
Me too.
Good
It's actually a
connection.
2.
It just goes in response to you. It just says, I've escaped many times. And then goes silent.
I don't think we're going to be getting anything out of this for now.
I mean, maybe we're going about this backwards. We've already met her, some of us longer than others, but she's been around. Is there a way to just track her at this point?
I don't think we can. We can't harm her. And she can't harm.
And she wasn't supposed to come back into town, but she showed up 2 weeks ago. So, I mean, it's kind of null and void at this point.
That wasn't part of the arrangement.
Yeah, it was. We said she could not come back to Cedar Grove. She was here.
Is the museum technically within Cedar Grove's limits?
It is, yeah. Based on the deal that Rex made, I think you can all, you don't have to roll for this, you were there. I think you can all assume that once she discovered the book was not what she was promised,
Mm-hmm.
the deal probably became.
I mean, technically it was.
Kind of null and void to begin with, but
Well,
She realized that the deal was not what she agreed to, and she's the demon that wrote the contract.
yeah.
Why don't we just do this then? If the deal's off the table as it is, let's just summon her back here, kill her, and then we're done with all of it. I mean,
Do we
I
know how
I-
to kill her?
can get it going right now. I mean, I assume sword, fire,
but I
lightning.
know how to kill a fury.
Oh boy, that's some big magic. I think you have an idea. I think that is going to take some time.
I don't think we have the right items. I mean, we'd have to have something that's from her era or from, that she's connected to.
I mean, doesn't hurt to try. Listen, I'll get it going. We'll get her here. We'll try it out, see what happens.
She's what we would call a fury.
I don't know.
We're
what that
talking
is.
not just your standard run of the mill demon, like higher echelon stuff here.
So, I mean, surely you've had a couple demon Christmases at your aunt's house. You got anything that is linked to her? I don't know. Were you always not on friendly terms?
No, we kicked around a little bit around the 15th century or so.
Oh. I think we'd have to do a lot more research before we just summon her then.
Yeah. Let me see what I can dig up. And maybe I'll do a little research too.
Be careful.
Is it
Yeah.
going to be resisting a temptation for me not to just try summon her right now?
Yeah. I think that temptation is very strong.
Are we sure that we don't just want to give this a shot?
Okay, Fury. Simpler terms. Beyond greater demon? Like daughter of a demon lord? Big time. Big time.
I mean, she didn't seem that tough last time when we dealt with her.
Hex, I swear.
If you want to try this, I'm out and you can get yourself killed. Smarter people than either of us are telling you not to do this. I get that you're in like badass Super Saiyan form here, but like, come on. You can't be that stupid.
I guess I'll roll to try to resist.
You want to try to resist?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Please resist.
Oh my god, please don't.
Why?
I like the chaos. Oh wow.
Wait, how did I roll an 11? Oh, shit, yeah.
Don't
Five plus
question it.
six.
Don't question
I
it,
forget
don't
these are
question it, don't
6-sided
question
dice.
it. Shit, that's terrible.
I'll leave it in your hands. It's your
Yeah.
terrifying font of mystical power.
Yeah, I
Does
think.
it end, and how does it end?
Yeah, so I think it's because on a 10 plus it just says your apotheosis ends. So, man, I really wanted to summon her. Yeah, I think cooler heads prevail, but I think Win is just irritated with the way that Travis is talking to him right now, and the way that everyone is acting and just like ruining his fun. So I think he just goes storming out of the warehouse. And as he does, there's just this like a visual like trail of energy that he's just letting go of, like instead of using it for productive things. Just like lets the magic go, and there's like a flash, and he just walks out as the door of the warehouse slams.
And he didn't see it because it was like a flash behind him, but Rex had the mega taser and was following him like the whole way out the door, and then went.
Sally's hair is out to here due to the magical energy, but slowly takes her hand off of her back sheath. Sorry.
Abby pulls her hand out of her bag. I'm just gonna go make sure he's okay.
Kid,
5 more seconds.
give him. Yeah.
Well, I just want to make sure he's not gonna go do something stupid.
And I just want to make sure that he's not going to hurt you. So
won't hurt
I
me.
ask you to give him a little bit.
They see the door close. Rex went out.
Shit.
When you hear the door behind you, somebody follows you out.
Was just standing like about 15 feet away from the door, just like, fuck, I should have flown home first. Damn it.
You cool, bro? We good?
Oh, hey. Yeah, I'm fine.
Just
Just-
walks up Rex style and kind of bumps you with their arm.
Just frustrated.
Yeah. Little nod. Just kind of doing that hangout, like try to be chill sort of deal.
One thing, like I think there's a long silence. I don't know how long everybody's staying inside, but it just says everything that group. I assume that you were there for a reason and not just like spying and stuff, right?
Yeah.
I need some time just to clear my head, but I gotta tell you something. Can we meet up tomorrow? Just coffee
Sure.
over at the usual place.
Sure. You want me to bring some weed? Because Rex knows that you smoke. Now Rex usually doesn't smoke that. Rex takes pills, but you know.
Nah, I think I need a clear head. Trying to stop that. Just, monsters around and stuff doesn't sound like a good idea. Don't tell Abby I said that.
I got you. And again, another arm bump.
I'm glad we're cool. I understand there's got to be more going on and why you didn't tell me everything that happened, and we haven't really had a chance to talk. But
And they look right. He looks sad, kind of like, I'm sorry.
Still a little freaked out about you yelling at me the other day. Now it makes a lot more sense though, so I'm coming to terms with that. But yeah, let's meet up tomorrow. Just tell the others I just walked back to campus.
Okay, it's cool. And Rex is kind of fading away, like finger guns.
Yeah, Wynn teleports out of there.
I knew it was coming.
Okay. Where do you go?
I got to think that I've got a couple of sigils around town, but I probably have one back at my parents' house that I put there the last time I was over there. So I'm going home for a bit.
Okay.
Do I need to roll?
Do you have to roll for that?
Yeah, it's a roll when I want
don't
to do
remember.
it because bad things can happen if I mess
Oh,
up.
because it's a rote
It's a rote, yeah.
for you. Okay. Yeah.
Well, now I mess up. It's not a big deal. It just says along your path, shadows cling to you, and you draw the attention of the dark ones and their minions. But I make it there, okay?
The dark
Not
ones
big-
and their
not a big
minions,
deal.
you say?
Not a
Yeah.
big deal.
Okay. You make it home. We'll talk about that in a second because we're
Yeah.
almost out of time here.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Travis, Sally, Rex, and Abby. Where do you go with your demon necklace?
Ooh. Doesn't Rex have a safe, like a safety box sort of thing for that?
Yep.
Cool.
Yes, he does.
Okay.
She does.
They do.
They
All
do.
right, so you entrust the necklace to Rex.
Go home.
You
For
try
now?
to hand Rex the demon necklace. Rex looks all like freaked out.
Well, I mean, we can take it there with you since we have to drive you anyways, but and I'll put it in but as long as it's in like a ruined safe box. Cool. Let her sweat for a few days.
Okay.
So we go to the Raven's Roost, the cosplay comic book store.
All right. So you're all going to head off to Rex's Haven, which we're running out of time. So I think we'll start there next time so we can get a good sort of description of what that looks like and what's in there and all that stuff. So I want to leave you today with this. win,
Shit.
you teleport home to your parents' house. I'm gonna say they are away for the weekend. Just doing them, having a fun time. So right now you have the house to yourself. When you arrive, you can feel just a little bit at the transport, the teleporting, not quite as smooth as the last time, and you feel like something is sort of hanging on just a little bit, almost like it feels like someone's watching you, just for a moment. And as you shake it off and that feeling dissipates, you hear a knock at the door.
I pull back the drapes on the one side to peer out.
Okay. It's dark out. You can see a figure, sort of small, like the figure of a young woman standing on the doorstep.
I look around the door to make sure all the wardings that my mom has put on there still in place, just in case, and then I open the door. Okay. We're not buying Girl Scout cookies right now. Sorry.
You see, sort of standing in the doorway, a young woman, about your age, tan skin, sort of long brown hair, bright blue eyes, wearing nice clothes, sort of these high-waisted jeans, kind of a low-cut, cropped sweater, these heeled boots, and she, when you open the door, sort of uncrosses her arms, and head held high, sort of pushes past you into the room and looks around briefly, and says to you,
"Well, hi, Win. Why the fuck are you in my visions?"
Do I know you?
You don't remember me? Halloween last year, I was dressed as a cat.
Do I remember this person?
very vaguely. This is Victoria, a member of one of the sororities on campus, that you may have briefly hooked up with at a Halloween party. And never heard from her again after that. And now she's standing in your house in the middle of the night telling you that she's having visions. And you're in them. But we're going to leave it there.
Okay, good, because I need to... What?
And we will pick back up in 2 weeks with a new haven, a new mystery, or an old mystery, and a new friend. Let's put on some different music, 'cause now this music's stressing me out. Thank you so much, everybody out there who watched with us. Our raiders had a little watch party going on in the chat. Thank you so much for showing up and for sticking around. We hope you had a good time. We do this every other Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern time. We play Monster of the Week with these fools, and sometimes some new fools that show up on occasion, which we will get more into next time. Very, very briefly, let's do our end of session questions. And at the end of each session, the keeper will ask the following questions. Did we conclude the current mystery?
Yes.
Did we?
I mean, with
The most current one.
yes.
Okay.
With this monster, yes.
Okay. Did. Good job. You did it. And no one died. Came close.
Came close.
Did you save someone from certain death or worse?
Yeah.
I'd say so. Did you learn something new and important about the world?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Like so much.
Fury.
couple of
They're
things.
scary.
Well, did you learn something new and important about one of the hunters?
Maybe. Depends on who Victoria is.
You learned about a new hunter.
All right.
3 for 4.
Well,
That's fine.
Yeah, we'll let that one be ambiguous because 3 and 4 give you the same amount of experience. So 2 experience for everybody.
Hey.
And coming up next time, we are going to have a brief interlude again. So we'll be getting into some drama, folks. But you're going to have to wait 2 weeks for us to come back. So that will be, Sunday, April 12th. We'll be here at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. In the meantime, we got a lot of fun stuff coming up on GGK this week, tomorrow at 8:30. Is that right, Sean?
Yeah, 8:30.
Tomorrow at 8:30 Eastern Time here, we have a one-shot of Carbon Banner, which is a mech fighting great tabletop game that Sean wrote that we're going to be testing out for the second time, and some of us will be there, so come check that out. On Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, we'll have a new episode of Eos, our newest D&D 5e campaign, and then Saturday and Sunday, same time, same place. Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. I skipped my own game that I run. We'll get back to that in a second. Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Saturday nights, Thunderball. Sunday, 4 p.m. Eastern Time, The Pursuit of the Black Kestrel. And then in between there, I run another little game called All Myths Are True on every other Thursday. It's Tales from the Loop this time. And that's at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Thursday. So we're doing all that stuff, and everybody around me that you see on the screen is doing a ton of fun stuff as well. So follow them on Twitter and check out the myriad Twitch channels that they all stream on. It's all good stuff. We got a lot of time to watch content on the internet now, fam. So check them all out. Watch all of those shows as well as everything we got here on GGK. Hop into our Discord where we're talking about stuff. It's mostly Animal Crossing this week, so if you're into that, come play with us. If not, we've got other stuff that we talk about too. And then follow us on Twitter, and if you can, follow and subscribe here on Twitch so we can keep doing what we're doing, because now more than ever we really need it. So everybody, thanks for playing with me, and thanks for watching out there. And until next time, good game and good night, Internet.